Hello, this is wmpyr. This video is going to be about an excellent video made by Sakon Lam, basically TMA techniques 1 through 4. Okay, please check out that original video. Loyal to Law also made an excellent video response on the subject, so please check out his video as well. What I want to do in this one is basically give my advice on how one would go about making these traditional martial arts unorthodox moves a part of their arsenal for combat application. Okay, so it's going to be highly opinionated, but the purpose here is just to hopefully some people can benefit from my advice. I'm not here to argue with anyone. All right, so let's first start off with these traditional martial arts techniques that they're talking about. What are they really talking about? Basically, these are the moves that you don't see in full contact sparring, and you don't see it often in combat sports. So in both of those realms, these moves aren't normally done. All right, and the reason is because they're difficult to do. Period. They're very difficult to do. So what I want to do is real quick compare a jab and a cross with a backflip kick. Okay, so let's say that's a more traditional martial arts style technique, okay, where you actually do a backflip and you can kick someone. All right. All right, so when you compare those two techniques, what happens? First, you learn the technique, how to do it. You learn, hopefully, from someone who knows how to do it, and you learn the proper mechanics of the technique, okay, whether it's a jab cross or it's the backflip kick, and then you practice it over and over and over and over. And the bottom line is that's not good enough, okay? The reason why you see boxers, kickboxers, MMA guys use the jab cross in the ring, all right, it takes a lot more than just practicing it over and over and getting the technique right. It's not just about shadow boxing and repetition. You got to practice it on a live sparring opponent. You have to practice it with all kinds of different types of bags. You know, you have to do jump rope, bob and weave, stick and move. All that stuff is what's going to make the jab and the cross work. It's not just practicing it over and over and over. That's not enough, all right? And the other thing is, to make the jab cross work, that path, what it takes, the formula, all right, of what all these successful athletes who have been able to use it at high level competitions, who have been able to use it in street fights and stuff like that. All right, the formula is already outlined for you. It's mapped out for you, okay? To make the backflip kick work, the formula is not there. It's not mapped out for you. You can't see a professional fighter doing it consistently, or other professional fighters doing it consistently to where you go, oh, that's how they did it. Or there's interviews where they say, this is how I make it work, or this is what you need to do, this is how you need to practice that. It's not there. That doesn't mean that it's not effective. It's just that there hasn't been a whole lot of people, a huge population, that has figured it out and mapped it out and showed you this is how hundreds and thousands of people have used it. That is not there, okay? Whereas for the jab and cross, there's millions of people that use it, all right? So for the backflip kick, what is it going to take? It's going to take a pioneer. That's what it's going to take. It's not that it's not effective. Yes, it is difficult, and the primary reason why it's difficult is because it's not mapped out yet, all right? And it's going to take a pioneer, someone like Andy Hook, who went into a high level of kickboxing. For heavyweights, that's probably the highest level, K1. And this guy pulled off axe kicks. He pulled off a spinning heel kick to the knee. All right, he had some pretty unorthodox moves like that. All right, another pioneer I can think of is like let's say Kung Lee. All right, doing scissor kicks and stuff like that. You know, Maurice Smith came into the realm of MMA and pulled off high kicks to great effect. All right, so that's what it's going to take, a pioneer, someone who is determined to use it in, you know, this kind of against a very tough opponents, and consistently use it to great effect. All right, it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of experience. You know, it's not easy. All right, especially because since no one has really showed you how to do it, right? Because you have to be a pioneer, you have to break barriers in order to make that happen. And once other people see you do it, then there's going to be more and more people that are able to apply it, you know, like the way you first did it. So that's definitely what it's going to take. So I would like to say that first, give you a realistic perspective of saying these traditional martial arts techniques, please view them as kind of like a library. So if you do train in traditional martial arts or you have TMA background, you have a wonderful, wonderful source of unorthodox moves, all kinds of, you know, cool stuff like that, that please view them as not, oh, this is for show or this is ineffective. They are good stuff, good stuff. So please view them as a puzzle that you have to unlock, all right? But still, the basis, you are a human being. You got to respect history and all the people who have done combat sports. You got to give them respect. And they have shown what is the most basic stuff. What is the stuff that's going to work for the average human being? Jab, cross, you know, kicks and all that. And the grappling stuff, the MMA stuff, that's all the solid core basic stuff. From there, you go back to your traditional martial arts background, and after you've learned to apply your jab, cross, you know, your front kicks and, you know, the more basic stuff, the knees and the elbows and stuff like that, then there's going to be moves that clicked for you in the traditional martial arts, okay? Moves that other people don't do. And these can be your signature moves. These can be the different stuff. And you could bring that into your arsenal and really work on it now that you have a foundation. And after you have that foundation, now that means you know how to apply the jab, cross. You know how to make these techniques work in a combat situation. So you're gonna hopefully be able to figure out, how can I make this backflip kick work? Because you know what it takes to make the jab cross work. Hopefully you'll be able to apply the same thing and know what it takes to make the backflip kick work in actual competition or a high-level opponent. All right, so you know, that's my advice. The other thing that I want to say is, like, at a low level, like someone myself that is at a low level, you get a move like a front kick, okay? And I could throw the front kick to throw my opponent's game off. You're like, whoa, this guy's throwing a front kick. What the hell is that? This is a regular karate move or something like that, you know? And throw him off guard, okay? Mentally. Throw his game off guard. That's the lowest level that you can go to, you know, because they don't understand it and they kind of fear it or whatever, is to do that. Just go, what the heck was that, you know? The next level is where it actually is involved more, where I'm using the front kick to set up something else. It's actually involved in the strategy, or the front kick gives me the body mechanics for the next move, all right? The front kick is an actual distraction. Now it's actually really part of the strategy, where I throw the front kick, and when they flinch, then I come in with a different technique. So it's still reliant on other techniques, but it's actually now really part of the strategy, other than just messing with their head. Okay, the next level, we're moving up to where it's more and more, where it's better and better. The next one would be where the front kick actually let's say it's more like a push kick. So now I'm actually throwing them off balance, or I'm actually using it. I'm actually using this technique in particular for a specific reason, like to measure distance. So I kick them and I know how far the distance is, or something like that, you know. And then at an even higher level, the front kick actually does damage, all right. And at an even higher level, this front kick, not only does it do damage, it can actually finish the person. The damage is much more significant, you know. So think about like Anderson Silva knocking out Vitor with a front kick. So, you know, you go higher and higher and higher like that. So anyway, that's my just some 2 cents for you guys to think about, and hopefully you could benefit from this advice. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.